to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Down. 180. Check 41. All right.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 72 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
On second down, it's Ingram. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 33 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, you don't like the...
Throwing again. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
637. 48 to Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Again, it's Carr. Flush to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought it worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the 1st down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
Here's Carr to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 73 yards. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
2nd and goal at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. 3rd and goal. Jackson rolling to his right. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Check, 48's the mic. Hey, no, wait. 48's the mic.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he locates Luke Wilson. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
93. 93.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Towards the end zone for Brown. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
29. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 41. Hey, Charlie.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carr intercepted by Brandon Carr.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? It's the mic. 47's the mic.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 14. And the Raven first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Yo, 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 yo. Up. Mike's 47. Mike's.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's Jackson being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
65.
Over. Here we go. Hey, box drop, box drop.
From the gun, it's Breeze. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Saints nothing. Justin Tucker.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. And complete right side to Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
On first down, Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Ready. Yellow waiting. I got.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Check, 47. Watch the run.
Jackson steps away. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open left side is Brown. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matches.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3-and-out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Shane Ray providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Jones on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
47 to Mike, boy, 47.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And an alley to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
That's to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 38 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Put the flag.
Now it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
As we say so long from New Orleans. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Oakland Raiders. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the... ...29-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on. Now to work. Check. Walk 54.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
61, matchbox lights.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kenny Young able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Glennon steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pernell McPhee. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Carr. Going up top. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 1st down, Ingram. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st down, Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
High 7. White. Hey, Raider 2.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, 44 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing is Jackson. And an alley to run. Oh, and now some space to operate. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Hey, Delta.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitch.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Ravens 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Mike, check. Hey, wahoo!
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play.